Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video, another dev server video, so let's just get into it. And today we're going to take a dive into the F-20. Yes, the TigerShark is already here in the dev server, of course. And yes, it's going to be the first rank 8 premium in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's in the game. And yeah, so let's fly it a little bit, test the weapons a bit, and talk a little bit about the aircraft. So yeah, F5 inspired, but it has an F-18 engine on the back. So as you see, static thrust, of course we can actually take a look on this later, testing the performance with worked under real-time information, but we have basically 78 kilonewtons of power, right? 78, right? This one has basically 44, so it's almost twice as much power with the same aircraft. Of course, it is heavier as well, but it is the thrust weight is a lot higher, as you see, 255 meters per second of climb. It has the APG-67, which is a radar that, is it the same radar? No, this is the 76, right? Yeah, it's a different radar, but it is a much better radar than the original F5, and yeah, a very cool aircraft. The sad part is that it is a premium. The camouflage, you can only get the other one with the white and red. You can only get it when you are when you pre-order the vehicle, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it for the aircraft. And let's take a look on the loadout. So you can see a lot of non-guided stuff, napalm bombs, rockets. You can actually take the GAU-13, which is very cool. AIM-9Ls, of course, AIM-7Fs, and Mavericks. So the only thing that really is kind of sad in this thing is that if you take the Sparrow, you cannot take the 6 AIM-9s. So it might be just, since it's an F5, basically an F5, it might be just a better option to use the 6 AIM-9Ls. It is a 12.0 aircraft though, so it's very high in BR. But of course the missiles are going to do fine in this BR range. So let's take a look. Let's empty a little bit of the payload over here, and let's fly this thing a little bit to see how is the performance of this baby. Of course we can choose different things over here. I'm gonna mention that in the realistic on the mechanics video, but yeah, let's fly a little bit of the F-20 before we take a look on the performance. As you see, very cool cockpit, very much the same as the F5, right? But with a modernization package on it. So you can see we have two MFDs over there. The RWR is down there, so it's a little bit different, but it is very much similar to the old F5. It feels like the old F5 if you take a look. And I think this is going to be an annoying aircraft. As you know, the new HUD as well. The F5 can be a very annoying aircraft to kill. It's a very difficult aircraft to kill sometimes, because it's such a small aircraft. And back in the day, you used to have a very weird damage model as well. Look at the acceleration on this baby, man. It's a fast aircraft, guys. Fast accelerating. It really likes to haul. You know what? And it's really fast. I mean, I'm already at Mach 1 plus, right? Let's see the max speed flying low before we try to climb or anything like that. Amazing speed. It really is an amazing speed for an F5. Of course, it's still similar to the design of the F5. So as you see, the max speed itself on IAS, it isn't like 1,500 kilometers per hour, but it is 1,400. So it's up there with the other aircraft. And as you see, the climb, it can get to what? Let's see if we can find it. Where is the thing? Yeah, it's a lot. It's it's doing the max. We can check it out in a performance video, but it climbs, man. It really likes to climb, and it turns like really well. Not a lot of flares. That will be probably the main problem with this aircraft, but I gotta be honest, there aren't that many aircraft in these BR ranges that really do have a lot of flares anyway, right? So, oh my god, this thing turned, like, it goes fast. Look at the acceleration on this thing on a dive. We're gonna have to open the air brakes. The same air brake as the as the F5. Very cool that it turns very well, even in high accelerations, you know, even in higher speeds. Look at the amount of Gs that I'm pulling. 15 Gs continuously, like... Oh my god, this aircraft will be one of the most annoying aircraft to kill. It's going to be such an UFO in a dogfight. It will be probably the best aircraft, apart from maybe the F-16A in a, like, short-range dogfight like this. Very, very cool. Let's take a look on the weapon systems, just a bit, because I want to test the air-to-ground capabilities of it. Because as you know, it can actually take some other things. Like, it's very... the payload itself, it's pretty much the same as the normal F5, but I don't remember the normal F5 receiving the GAU-13. So, there is that. Let's take off. Remember, it has two M39s, so very, very similar to the to the thing as well, to the... oh, I forgot. To the F5. Oh my god. It has a ballistic cannon, ballistic computer. This is going to be a very good CAS aircraft with this gun, depending... kind of shoots upwards for some reason. That's weird. And it's very maneuverable, even heavy like this with the payload. Of course, we are light in the sense of fuel, but still we can do very, very good maneuvers. I was going to test it out in a battle to wrap it up the video, but there's not a lot of people playing actually right now besides the Fox 3 mode, so yeah. It makes sense. But yeah, this would be my preferred loadout, I think. 6 AIM-9Ls at 12.0. Very similar to something like the F-16A, you know. So it's like that. It's a different flavor to an aircraft like that. And I think it's going to be the best premium aircraft for a bit, you know. If they don't add anything else, this is the best aircraft that you can buy as a premium. Of course, you're gonna pay the price. It's $75, man. It is quite the expensive endeavor, isn't it? But still, you gotta see if it's worth it or not. I mean... for me, I don't know, I still think that it's more, like, it's better to just wait for sales and get a cheaper aircraft, but if you want a unique aircraft, and this thing will eventually be on sale as well, wait a little bit or get something else. The Raider is very, very similar to the APG-66 right now. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but it is very, very similar to that. As you see, normal M39s. Just a normal aircraft. It's very cool, I gotta say. But at the end of the day, again, you gotta see if it's worth it for you, because it is an aircraft that it's pretty expensive for just an F5, a 12.0 F5. Let's try to lock this target. They changed the way that you actually see the distance on the radar. They changed a lot of things on the radar screens. That's cool. And you have the navigation here for simulator, which is also nice. Very, very cool aircraft, guys. But yeah, basically this is it. Let me know in the comments if you think this thing is worth 75 bucks. But yeah, it is a very cool aircraft, no matter if it's worth it or not. At least it's a very, very cool aircraft. 45 flares, that's the main problem with it, but same level of flares as other aircraft in this BR, so it's not as bad as people think. And for sure, I don't think this thing should be a lower BR. 12.0 is perfect for it. Anyway, bye guys, subscribe and keep an eye out. I will be doing a lot of dev server videos today. Bye guys.